Hello and welcome to the Walk in Love podcast. I'm TJ.
And I'm Brooke.
And today we are going to talk about a family Christmas movie that we just watched last week.
That's the intro.
Thank you for listening.
Oh my
Thank
word.
you for making us a part
Wow, I feel so relaxed.
of your week. The Walk in Love podcast is a weekly conversation about rhythms, parenting, faith, emotions. It's a place where we laugh and
can't.
sometimes
That is so
cry
painful.
as we try to find language to live a full life.
I hate everything about it.
What are we
I
doing?
hate everything about it.
So somewhere in between those two?
Somewhere, maybe,
All
in
right,
between
I'll
those
try again
two.
next week. I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I went for slower. It also seemed
No,
that
that was agonizingly slow.
some people would say that was fast.
Who?
Some people.
Some people.
Yeah, some people
Some
might think
people.
that that's fast.
Well, if you like your listening to line up with your living, you are still in the right place.
You are
Thank you for
in
not leaving
the
after
right
that horrendous
place.
intro.
Yes, thank you for being here. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Tell your friends about the Walk in Love podcast. Announcements of the week. The shirt that I'm wearing right now, Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever, is the second to last tea of the week.
Mm-hmm.
It comes on this black vintage wash, a black tri-blend, and then a bay colored vintage wash tea. It'll be available for 1 week only. And then it'll be gone forever, like all of our shirts, which is crazy. And then Brooke is wearing something that you have my sister to thank for.
Mm-hmm.
So my sister Sam, shout out Sam, who will listen to this in 6 to 8 weeks. Hope you had a Merry Christmas, Sam. She texted me when the Melakaliki Maka shirt was closing down and said,
How do I get it on a sweatshirt?
"How does your girl get it on a sweatshirt?" That's what she said. Shawty, what that dang do? Which was really uncomfortable because she's my sister. And I said, I will make that happen for you.
I know a guy.
I know a guy. Your wish is my command,
Mm.
sister. And that's how we refer to each other, brother, sister.
Mhm.
So it's confusing when all 6 of us are together.
Mhm.
So I said, sister, I will take care of that for you. And then I took care of it for her. So instead of just printing one for Sam, I printed a bunch.
Yeah.
And they're available right now. They are awesome. It's a butter soft red sweatshirt. You can see Brooke looking absolutely fantastic in it. And it says Melakaliki Maka. So if you want a sweatshirt with the Hawaiian way to say Merry Christmas, we got it, but it's limited and it'll probably be gone. Maybe you got one at the pop-up shop, which happened last weekend. Thank you for all of those who came. I was there last night setting up. I didn't turn on the heat in the building though. And so when Jeremy came, so here's what happened. I called Jeremy, who owns Copper Cup. And he also,
plural. There's
plural.
several.
Plural.
Yes.
And so we're using their former Mountain Joy location space to have the pop-up shop. And I called him and he was like, I was like, hey, is there like, when can I drop off stuff? Like what works for you? And he was like, I'll text you the phone number of the property manager. You can coordinate with him.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, great. So we chit-chatted for a little bit. And then he was like, I can also let you borrow my van because he's got this big like work van
Bakery van.
that he delivers bakery stuff in. And I was like, all right, well, what are you doing right now? And he's like, and so anyway, so basically like I was like, all right, I'll call the property manager and then I'll call you back and let you know if I need the van. So I click on, so he texts me a phone number. I click on it and I go, tap to message because I was just going to send him a text message. And so it taps the message and it opens up Jeremy's contact info. And I'm like, wait, what's going on? So then I close it down and I just like copy it. I'm thinking my phone is having a mistake.
Yeah.
So then I go to copy it to send it to like put it in a new text. And as I type it out, it switches to Jeremy's name. So then I realized that
It's a joke.
It's a joke. And so he is the property manager. So I call him and he goes, hello, Jeremy Fisher. How can I help you? And I go, hey, I'm looking for the property manager at 1, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh yeah, I can help you. So then it worked out that he dropped off
and then he giggled about it for about 4 minutes.
He thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
And it was a great joke. So then he dropped off the van and took my car.
Yeah. Daisy asked if it was for an RV trip.
Yeah. It gave
She
it
goes,
a vibe.
kind of looks like an RV.
Yeah.
And I was like, well.
So loaded it up with all the stuff, drove it to the Mount Joy spot, called Matt, asked if he could come help me unload, which he did. And then Jeremy was like, I'll be there in like an hour. And I was like, all right, I'll just wait here and we'll switch cars here in the parking lot. This was like at like maybe 2:30. And I was like, that's fine. I'll switch, we can switch cars here. So I just started getting things ready, moving tables around, getting the space ready because we've never had it just as a pop-up shop. It's always been a pop-up and they're running a full-blown coffee shop, which they're going to have coffee and stuff. But so I'm setting up and it's like 3:30 and I check his location because for some reason, Jeremy and I still share locations from Dad's on Maui and Hawaii.
I have some of my friends' locations and I'm convinced it's only because of on Maui.
Yeah. And so he's like, oh, he's still in Lancaster. No big deal. I'll just keep going. And so I keep going. And then finally I have to call him. And I'm like, what's going on? He doesn't pick up. But at this point, it's 4:30, maybe 4.
Yeah, at least.
And it's getting a little darker and the building is getting cold. Yeah. So I'm like, my nose is turning red. I'm like folding shirts, getting them all ready. And then finally I get a hold of him. He's like, I'll be there like after 5, like maybe 5:30. And I was like, that's fine. And then he comes in and he's like, why is it so cold in here? I was like, I don't know. Why don't I turn off the heat?
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm not going to be responsible for that.
You could turn on the heat. But anyways, it's going to be great. I guess it's already happened. So
at this point, it's already happened.
At this point, it's already happened. But I'm excited. In this moment, I'm excited for it. In the future moment, I'm excited how it went.
Yeah.
But I guess I'll talk about that next week.
True.
All right.
I was thinking that if people love the podcast, hey, you listener.
Hey.
Do you love this podcast?
I do.
Is it your favorite thing?
Yes.
Do you listen to most of the episodes?
Yes.
Do you or yourself, or do you or maybe your spouse or one of your best friends wish they could listen to more?
Yes.
What if you gifted them a year-long membership to our podcast thing? Because you can pay for the year all at once.
You can, and it's a discount.
And then it's discounted. And so if you want to just go ahead and commit to all of 2026, having all of our extra episodes, all of our fun announcements, and all of our things,
Walk in Love.
You could buy it as a Christmas present. That might just feel more fun.
walkinlove.supercast.com. And here's the thing. I truly believe, I'm going to make a bold statement. I'm going to make a bold statement. I believe that in 2026, 2026, the year of our Lord, 2026, will be the best podcast content we have ever done.
Whoa. Do you mean consistent?
I mean the best.
Wow. That is a bold statement. Because we've had some really good episodes.
We've had, and that tells you how confident I am. Because here's the thing. I don't have to get t-shirts ready. I don't have to take photos of t-shirts. I don't have to organize
7,000 other things.
Yeah. Well, all I got to do is sling some solar.
Are you going to channel your extra time and energy into the podcast?
I believe some of it.
Nice.
Some I'm going to channel into just not doing anything.
Yeah. That's great.
I'm pretty stoked about.
Yeah.
But then I'm going to sling some solar, lower your electricity bill. No upfront cost to you. I'm going to stop counting calories. That's from, I think, The Office. And I'm going to make the podcasts plural.
Oh.
2026 is going to be the best year of podcasts. You heard it here first. So, and that includes members. Members is a big part of that.
I love that.
I like it.
Yep. I'm stoked about it. So subscribe, like, comment, do all the things. They had Spotify's Wrapped, which I don't listen to music on Spotify.
Yeah.
But as a podcast creator, you get like a Wrapped for you.
Like we have one for our podcast that we get to see the numbers of.
And I know that most of our audience listens on Apple.
Yeah.
Which is funny because most of the Naughty Nation audience listens on Spotify.
Right. But is that because of the heavy push for commenting?
I don't know. I don't know if it's that or if it's like it's Matt's
an age thing,
or if, I think actually Spotify is taking ground. Like people are just well, if I'm going to listen to music over here, I might as well listen to podcasts. I think people are doing that. But anyways, now I'm going to blank on some of the statistics, but it was like people had listened on Spotify alone to the podcast this year for over 2 years.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 years time. We were in like the 99th. Like it was like your podcast has more comments than 99% of podcasts.
Yeah.
Your podcast has more listens than 99% of podcasts. So it was cool to see that. And then Naughty Nation actually had more comments than Walk in Love. So that's a challenge. We need more comments.
Yeah.
And we're going to start reading them more. Do you want to play our comment song for me?
We have a comment song?
Well, Naughty Nation has a comment song, but I think people would get a kick out of it.
Oh, sure. Hold on.
Yeah. I asked, I made
not cross me. I gotta find it.
I used soon the AI.
It just says comments.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I don't have headphones on. I'm not gonna be able to hear this.
I used the like sound AI song maker. I asked for it.
Oh, did you ever fix it? Or is this the one I heard where I was like, I can't understand it?
So a little preface. I asked it to sing in broken English. I was like, I want an Asian person sounding like they're singing in broken English, because Matt and I make so many Asian jokes because he's Vietnamese.
Okay.
And so this is what it came up with. Go ahead.
Here we go.
Come on time, let's see what the nation has to say. Let's read the comments out.
Going damn.
It's that opening. I was like, come in time? What is it saying? And then it's like, a come in time.
So Matt got to hear that for the first time yesterday. So here's what I want you to comment on the Spotify episode this week is I want a comment song for Walk in Love.
Oh, that we need people to write the lyrics?
Write the lyrics.
Yeah.
Maybe give me some genre ideas.
Okay.
Like if you want it to be, we got the Mount Rushmore song. We got a bunch of different songs, but that's what I want commented on this episode so that we can have a comment song as well every time we go to the comments, which is going to become a much bigger thing in 2026. Okay. Especially like I think what we'll do sometimes is like, let's say we're not going to do that this time, but like, let's say this time I was like, hey, everyone put a question in the comments of this episode. We're going to do a Q&A episode next episode. And so we could do that. And I think that would be cool.
It's really not that funny, but
you loved it. You loved it. What, you feel like you want to hit a button?
No, I'm just waiting.
Okay. I think those are all the announcements I got. Stickers are in our office. We're shipping those out personally. So those should go out in the next couple of days. And do you have any announcements?
Not this week. Close. Soon and very soon. I'm gonna make that announcement.
Soon and very soon. I'm gonna make that announcement.
No, I was trying to jump to the harmony, but you got to stay on the melody.
Soon and very soon. All right, let's do a Mount Rushmore. Hit it, babe.
Oh, hold on. You got to give me time.
Settle up, y'all, it's time to score. Who makes the cut on Mount Rushmore? Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore.
What are we doing?
Mm-hmm. The Hawk Screech ended. Eagle Screech, obviously.
Yeah.
We're doing Mount Rushmore of Christmas movies.
Okay.
Which I believe we've done in the past.
I'm sure we have.
I don't think we've done it in the draft style. And honestly,
or we can't pick the same thing.
We can't pick the same thing. And we're going to do rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first.
Is
all right. One and done.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3,
ready?
shoot. Ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Crushed your scissors.
Double scissors. What a fool I am. Okay, you get first pick. I used to hit those. What's with me today?
What's with me today? Santa Claus, Tim Allen.
Whoa, okay. Elf, Will Ferrell.
I think we're done. I feel like I have to base it off of if I could only watch 4 every year. I feel like that helps me truly narrow down what I'd be like, nah, it's fine.
Right.
Take it or leave it. I would say.
And if someone could put these in the Facebook group, that'd be great.
I would definitely say I've seen them so many times because of the kids. I feel a little like I could also never watch those again. Not all of them, just some of them.
Wow.
I love
Scrooge McDuck.
I love
Grinch,
Arthur Christmas.
Bah humbug. Okay, that's your second pick.
I love it. And I'll pick it as my second one.
Even though it's not.
But I'm like, do you know how many times I've seen that thing?
It's so good though.
You know.
My second one is going to be Home Alone.
I know. That's a big one for people. And I get it. But I could take it or leave it.
Wow, that's shocking.
I'm just feeling very today.
Okay.
So look out, everybody.
Got some spice.
Got some spice. What did I say? Okay, Santa
Claus, Arthur Christmas. Two
Arthur
solid
Christmas.
picks. Elf and Home Alone are off the table.
Right. Which, if we were just picking,
those would be your
I would definitely pick Elf. And then I was like, well, if my family's watching it with me, I probably would pick Home Alone, even though I literally just said take it or leave it. But it's still higher on the list than. No, than is.
Oh, then.
Then I don't know. I don't know right now.
Okay.
I actually feel I am more familiar with Home Alone 2.
Okay.
Because if you say Home Alone, I go, Bird Lady. That's what I think about a lot.
Okay.
And then I think about
I mean, Home Alone 2, that was going to be my next pick.
Home Alone 2 is Bird Lady, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm right there.
All right, so that's your pick?
Yeah, is that my third?
That's your third.
Okay.
My third pick is going to be, even though we don't watch it a ton, It's a Wonderful Life. It's just such a classic.
Yeah, that's where I feel like I need a list in front of me.
Oh, my package has been delivered.
Oh, nice. What package?
Giant blankets.
Yeah. I'm going to go with, Santa Claus. The other Home Alone. What did I say? Arthur Christmas. Gosh, this is hard.
You've got.
I feel so low energy that I can't even think.
Grinch.
Oh, okay.
You've got
no
Christmas Story, Christmas Vacation.
Nope, never seen it.
Klaus.
Klaus is really good, but to put it in my top 4,
A Boy Called Christmas, Miracle on 34th Street.
Never seen it.
Christmas with the Cranks.
I do like that one. I just like
the one
Tim
that we
Allen.
just watched, 8-Bit Christmas.
That also, it feels risky to put that in my top 4 when I just saw it.
It was good.
It's really good.
Jingle All the Way, which I know you don't like.
Nope. Maybe I'll
Santa Claus 2.
I know, but
Santa Claus 3.
I don't love the other ones as much. Maybe
Die
I'll
Hard.
go with never seen it.
Yippee-ki-yay. No,
Oh man.
don't finish that line.
Is that what that's from?
Yeah.
Like when people quote that, that's what they're saying. Die Hard.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I legitimately don't know. I'm gonna pick. I can't think of a single movie, and you just rattled them off. That's how my brain is right now. What did you pick? What are you picking? I'm giving you go.
Okay. So I've picked Elf,
Okay.
Home Alone.
Okay. That's 2 solids that I wish I could
It's
have.
a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
And my last pick, I'm going to pick 8-Bit Christmas.
You're gonna do it.
I'm going to do it. So
Wow.
the rest are up to you, babe.
Wow. I'm
I'm surprised you're not picking Jim Carrey's The Grinch. I feel like your family loves that movie.
It's very quotable,
Yeah.
but I'm like, I haven't watched it in probably
Right.
5 years myself. It's very
And-
abrasive.
Yeah. It's
And
like
I need less of that in my life.
you
So that's
have
why I'm just like,
all of the abrasiveness you'll ever need.
I am abrasiveness
4-year-old
stout.
named Daisy.
And as funny as some of those Jim Carrey lines are, I just, no, thank you. So I literally don't know.
All right.
I guess maybe I'm just going to go 3. I have exploded one of the,
Which
I'm doing renovations to,
we're gonna add
Yeah.
my face to Rushmore, so we've taken down
we've taken one off.
Teddy Roosevelt. Goodbye, Ted.
I
Some people
like
say Teddy was
Noel.
better than me, but I could have grown a mustache like that, but
I like Noelle, but I feel scary
Biden's
putting it in a
meanwhile
top 4.
like, oh, Mount Rushmore. I remember when I was a boy, I actually.
Wait, who's this?
This is Joe Biden.
Oh.
When I was a boy, I actually helped carve Mount Rushmore with a hammer and a sickle, and my best friend's dad.
I don't think you carve with a sickle. That's not
I
right.
mean, Joe doesn't know
maybe
that.
back then.
And so I saw.
Sure, if I had to fill the slot, maybe I'd say Noelle. But again, I feel very unconfident in that.
Okay. All right. That went a lot worse than I thought it would.
Yeah, and I apologize.
That's okay.
I'm trying.
That's okay. How was your week, Brooke?
My week was fine.
You're tired. Let's just tell people that you're tired.
I'm tired.
Our kids are
I'm overwhelmed.
having terrible sleep right now because of
sickness or just it's a baby.
And it's a
She's
baby.
a baby.
She's like
Her name's
sleep
Coco. Sorry.
regression.
I didn't mean to call her it.
We're in a season of sleep regression for Coco, which is uber frustrating.
Yeah.
And we've had kids passing around like a cold and wakes them up in the middle of the night, and then they come to our room and they pick on Brooke because they know she'll wake up and sleep
Sunny
like
went
a
to your
stone.
side of the bed last night because she said she didn't want to wake you up, but I was already awake. So that was fun.
And I keep telling Brooke.
And I heard her step over all the crinkly packages to get to your side.
Let us know in the comments.
She was just about to reach you. And I was like, Sunny, do you need something? Because I was already looking at her.
Brooke wake me up? Should she tussle me awake so that she doesn't have to get out of bed?
If I knew you would move at the speed that you moved when I said, hey, my water broke, I'd wake you up.
I mean, I don't think I'll ever move at that speed, but I could move at a similar speed.
Could you, though?
See, here's the thing.
I don't.
1 week, you're telling me to slow down. Now you're all of a sudden telling me to speed up. Make up your mind, woman.
In the middle of the night, you need to speed up because it's why I don't wake you up. Because by the time I use all my energy to get you awake, I could have been halfway done with the task that they've woken me up for.
Here's the thing, though. When you're gone and you're traveling, and I have a baby,
maybe I just need to leave. No,
I'm okay with that.
I'm kidding.
Quickly leave. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
You bum. I also think we should bring bum back.
Calling people a bum.
Calling people a bum.
What's the context? Anything?
Yeah, like, what a bum. Like if a guy misses a throw in football.
Ooh, they're a bum.
That guy's a bum.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You work on that.
Here's the thing.
We're going to make bum happen.
There's some other words that are coming back that are interesting.
That's like a real statement?
Yeah.
I don't know what's coming back. We don't need to talk about it, apparently, because it sounds scary, but.
Yeah, it's just not super politically correct.
Oh, one of my favorite words? That one? No, there's no way that's making a comeback.
It's coming back.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Where?
yes, it is.
Just in the comedy space?
No, it's back.
Okay. Well, America's healing itself. We're doing it, guys.
Anyways.
You asked me how my week was.
No.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah. When you leave and travel, and I'm left with the kids to take care of them, and one of them wakes up in the middle of the night, which happens when you're gone. One of them vomited on me a couple of times. I've gotten up in plenty of time to get them and take care of them.
Yeah.
None of them have suffered any sort of long-term effects that we know of yet. And so if you want the monitor to be on my side, it'll wake me up eventually.
Right.
But here's the thing. I think you not getting up and vertical and having all the blood rush out of your body so you pass out will be beneficial, even if you're slightly awake. That's what I think.
Okay.
I'm trying to help you out here.
We could try it.
Show you what that thing did.
We could try.
I would love to try that for you.
Okay.
I have a list of things I'd like you to.
Oh.
I got a note to share with you.
Collaborate or edit. Notes, jokes. Man, they're good.
So good. So
wow.
good.
My week was fine. I really don't know. I feel like I can't talk about it without crying. Not because one terrible thing happened. That's not true. That's how on edge I feel, which is really fun.
Yeah, it's not.
It's actually not. It's the worst.
It has not been fun for you. And
therefore the ripple effect, not fun for anybody.
It's not fun, but it happens. We all go through little stints of sadness pills and we try to get out of them. And so if you're taking some,
I'm not taking any.
Maybe you should start taking drugs.
Ooh. I'm not taking any drugs right now.
Maybe you should start.
That's the problem. That's not true. I took acetaminophen last night.
Wow.
To try to fall asleep.
Yikes.
Which also shows that like not doing well. Because I never do that. What'd you say?
I'll let Turnpaw know.
I'm not even a patient there. The kids are. Although we did talk about that at Bunko, that apparently we were all looking around like, so what happens when we need to go to the doctor someday and it's not an OBGYN? Like,
you die.
No, it was just funny. It just shows you the
circle that you're in.
Circle that we're in and the season of life.
You go to a witch doctor.
We've never, what about us?
Yeah.
When do we go? I did win a prize though, so it's not a huge deal. I had most wins.
It's awesome.
13 wins out of only 18 rounds. So,
wow.
Right?
Wow.
I feel like, wow. I feel like that is definitely
wow. Yeah. Here's something that that happened to me this week. So if you listen to Naughty Nation, you heard Matt and I one time discuss this idea that we needed some seed money. And the only way to get seed money was to gamble. Okay.
Right.
And so we came
that
up,
was on Sunday.
We came up with this idea that, so when you watch Red Zone or any sort of football game, like almost it's either like this is the commercial. Hey, we're going to go to commercial break.
Yeah.
This is Jivlasar. Jivlasar is for you if you,
inject it right into your
eyeballs. Jivlasar may cause eye bleeding, butt bleeding, blah, 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 blah. If your elbow falls off, please seek a doctor. Jivlasar.
Right. Wayfair.
Yeah.
And then
sports betting.
Gambling.
Hey, do you want to gamble?
We'll give you $400 free if you join this weekend.
Spend $10 and you'll get $150 in bonus bets. New customers only. And Kevin Hart's like, man, I like gambling.
Damn.
And so there's a clip I sent to Brooke of Kevin Hart.
Who's he reacting to? What's the guy's
Don
name?
Cheadle. He's interviewing Don Cheadle, and Kevin Hart goes,
no, he goes, well, Don says, well, I'm 56 years old or whatever. He 50 something is what he says.
And Kevin goes, he says a bad word, so I'm not going to say it.
No, but I didn't overpronunciate
it.
Man. He says something with such force at the reaction to his age. And we still can't tell if it's
staged or if Don is legit
kind of angry about
by the reaction.
Oh my word. It's very funny.
But it's really funny. Anyways, so Matt and I had this idea on Naughty Nation. I don't know what I think we were trying to seed a criminal enterprise.
Yeah.
And so we were going to start.
Yes, it did all circle back to sports betting.
Our criminal enterprise by betting $10 and getting $150 in bonus bets.
Yeah.
And then we decided, why don't we do this one weekend?
Right.
So Matt and Eric came over on Sunday, and we signed up for all the apps.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to make it a one weekend only thing,
mm-hmm.
and we were going to gamble we were going to bet on sports, which Matt and I have never done. And so we were...
Matt, if he was telling the truth, has never bet on anything.
Yeah, I've gone to a casino or something.
He's like, placing my first bet right now. He'd never, ever
Here's
done
the thing. We were not good at it.
I think that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. So I think Matt spent $40 total. He spent $70 and won $40.
Yeah.
I spent $70 and won $0.
Uh-huh.
But now I've got $350 in bonus bets.
Right. That's how they get you.
So there's a chance that I could still win. But here's the thing. I just am doing it for the fun of it.
Right.
So I'm going to bet the minimum amount of my bonus bets just so the game is a little more exciting for me.
Yeah.
So I'm just betting.
Just drag it out.
I'm just going to let this bonus bet drag out forever. But it was really fun. There was one moment where we were close to winning $470.
Yeah.
And we were screaming and jumping up and down. But Travis Etienne didn't score a touchdown.
Man.
So he is my enemy.
Travis who?
Etienne.
Spell that. Or is it literally
EITNEE? ETN.
It's not just initials.
No, that's what I thought for a long time, but that's literally his last name.
Oh, okay.
Let me see.
Like how you say TJ, but it's initials. Right. We don't spell it TEEJAY. Or do we?
Yeah. So Travis Etienne. Etienne.
Tien. Huh. I mean, yeah.
26 years old. What are his parents
Wow.
like?
You guys, that was your bet on Sunday.
So when Matt was visiting us in Hawaii one time, it was during the playoffs, and we were watching the Texans.
I thought he was there for a Super Bowl one
He
time.
was. Yes. I think he was there that week, and then like that whole week.
He was there the whole time.
No, I think this is 2 different years because the Super Bowl is always 2 weeks after the finals. Anyway, so we're watching this playoff game. It's the Houston Texans playing someone, and CJ Stroud is the Houston Texans quarterback.
Okay.
And so I'm like, what race do you think he is? Because he's like he's either an extremely light skinned black guy or some sort of mix. And so I was like, look up his parents, like what race he is. I thought he might have some Hawaiian in him.
Right.
And so Matt starts looking up his parents, and he's like, oh, let me make sure I'm getting this right.
Oh no. It has led into a multiple year long joke though. I wonder what their parents do.
Yeah. So,
or I wonder what their parents' deal is.
Yeah. So his mom is, I would say like light skinned black.
Okay.
And then his dad is black. And so Matt's scrolling this, and I think he's making a joke, and he's like, oh, his dad's in jail. I think he's making an inappropriate joke.
Right.
And so I'm like, seriously, like, he's like, no, he's really in jail. And I'm like, for what? And so we go down this long rabbit hole of Papa Stroud. Go ahead.
Wait.
Yeah.
Sorry, we have so many new buttons now.
Bounce, 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 here we go. Down the latest rabbit hole, clicking and scrolling, losing control. Rabbit hole!
So CJ Stroud's dad went to jail for like embezzlement. It was like this wild story.
Yeah.
And so now anytime we're talking about a football player.
Yeah. Like,
wonder what his parents do.
Aaron Rodgers. Wonder what his parents do.
And so.
What do you think they invest in?
Last Sunday.
It feels like such an old person.
Yeah.
Like we're now relating more to the parents of these people.
One of them was a psychiatrist.
Oh, that's
One
nice.
of them was like worked at was the head of some sort of foundation.
Yeah.
One of someone's parents was a former like nuclear plant worker. We're like, do you think he's watching the game or is he still in his shit? His son's making millions of dollars. He's still heading down to the plant.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe some people might still work.
I don't know.
Anyway, so it was a fun weekend.
I wonder what our girls will do someday. And then they'll be like, I wonder what their parents do.
Yeah.
They'll be like, they try to do Mount Rushmores of Christmas movies, but the wife tanks that hard. So that's fun for them.
After giving the husband a hard time about the speed of which he does things.
I have very little problem with your speed in life. You are a pretty brisk person, I feel like.
Well, I mean, let's not say that.
Well, okay. If anything, you used to leave me in the dust every time you got out of the car.
Well, yeah. Get out faster.
Right? Okay.
Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of how my week was. The gambling took a big part of it. Don't gamble. It's not. Don't do it. If you have an addictive personality, don't start.
No, yours was a joke and it was for fun.
And it was fun.
Nobody won it. Well, Matt won stuff, but not enough to feel like you actually won stuff.
No, and our deep down hope is we have a campaign running on Naughty Nation that we are trying to raise enough money to buy Eric an Xbox.
Right.
And we raised $21 of like the $450 that we need. So we're close. We're getting closer. But now we both lost $70. So now we're like 120.
Straight out of your Venmo or?
So now we're 120 in the hole.
Okay.
So now we just need that 120 back, either through gambling or through listeners.
Yeah.
And then after we get that 120 back, then we need about 450 more.
Yep.
And then that's when Eric gets an Xbox. But legitimately, if we had won like one of those big ones, we would have driven to Target and would have bought one.
Xbox.
Yeah. Because he has an Xbox, but it's not new enough for a game that we like to play now.
Yeah.
And we don't like him to be
we don't want to leave Eric out.
No, we don't. So that was my week. And now it's December, which is wild. What a wild year we've had. Like legitimately the last 14 months. 15 months have been some of the like most unexpected months we've ever had.
Yeah. Very much so.
But we're here. It's December. We're closing in on Christmas.
We watched a new Christmas movie,
watched a
which
new
I didn't think
Christmas
we would
movie.
do. Kim came over to help me paint last week.
Yeah, shout out Kim.
And I don't know how we got talking about Christmas movies. And she was like, oh, well, one of our favorites, one of John's favorites is 8-Bit Christmas.
Yeah.
I was like, come again?
Yeah.
I hadn't even heard of it.
I'd heard of it because I could picture the poster.
She was like, yeah, it's on. And she starts second guessing herself. I'm like, no, I'm sure it's real. I just don't know what it is. And she's like, I think it's good. I mean, I don't know. You can read about it if you want. I'm like, no, I trust your recommendation.
Yeah, actually, we trust your recommendation a lot. You're a researcher.
Yeah.
And so anyway, so we decided to watch it. We called my sister, asked her for HBO Max login. We got that. We got logged in. We were ready to rock and roll. It's weird that none of those streaming services make money.
That is weird.
That's weird. Oh, speaking of, let me go into a little bit of a tangent here.
Okay.
I watched a video yesterday
Okay.
of a woman. She was like an Indian woman talking about Hollywood.
Okay.
And it was obviously on some podcast or something.
Mhm.
And she was talking about how literally in Hollywood, there's it's a thing called this
Second screen?
Second screen.
Mhm.
Did you hear this? Did you
No,
watch
but I'm
this?
familiar with what second screen is, and I figured out that's where you were going.
Okay. Yeah. So she was saying that screenwriters are literally being told to write movies and TV shows fully knowing that people are looking at a second screen while they're watching.
Right. So they need to dumb down the plot line, make things simpler
Yes.
so that people can follow it while also doing something else.
But you've heard me complain over the last
Oh, yeah.
24 months,
Yeah.
maybe 5 years.
5 years. Yeah.
That
Movies are getting dumber.
that dialogue is getting worse.
Yeah.
And I've really noticed it through the Stranger Things season 5.
Yeah.
I feel like some of that dialogue is just so
Let's get going.
yeah.
Get over here faster.
Look out, that monster is going to eat your face.
Like,
you know,
what? Did
like-
ChatGPT write this?
Yeah,
I actually think Chat could do a better job, to be honest.
Yeah. And it's because people are being told to write movies that someone can consume and understand the plot line and know what's happening while they're not watching
I
it.
just feel like if you're watching a second screen, it's your fault for not understanding.
Yeah.
Who is then getting mad and saying this was so complicated I couldn't follow it?
Right.
I'm like, I don't think those are the people leaving reviews. I could be very wrong.
It's just so sad. And I've really noticed Stranger Things season 5 it's frustrating me.
Yeah.
Actually, basically season 2 through 5.
I find myself so checked out, and I don't like being on a second screen.
No.
Like we call stuff no phone shows.
Yeah.
Like there are a few shows or a few seasons of life where I'm like, hey, I'm going to order groceries right now. Normally I wouldn't be doing it in the evening, or whatever. But otherwise I actually try not to be on two screens because it's melting our brains and rewiring our brains to need that.
Yeah.
But I've been some of these shows I'm like, this is not holding my attention.
Yeah. This won't give it away, but we haven't finished the last episode that's available so far.
Okay.
And then there's 2 coming out at Christmas and then 1 coming, whatever.
No idea.
Anyways. There's this scene in the show where there's also 900 main characters, which is also frustrating about a show.
I know. They're a gang of, what's that called when you have a
ensemble cast.
Yes, there you go.
There's no hero. There's no main anymore. It's sort of 11, but not really anymore, but kind of. But anyways, I'm frustrated by that period.
Yeah.
So there's this scene where the guy that delivers stuff, the guy that what's his name?
In the show.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I'll get there.
Anyways, he's real friendly. He's kind of goofy, a little snarky. He's well acted. He delivers a bunch of stuff to the gang who's got this plan.
Murray.
Yeah.
Had to go through the alphabet. I got there.
All jerks to him.
Yeah. Is that really all you could get? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I'm like, if people were saying that out loud,
and
we would be like, you're the worst. Stop.
Yes. Yeah. They're all jerks to him.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to organize this plan. And Nancy might be my least favorite character right now.
I used to really enjoy her.
She's being a jerk and a butthole.
Right. And I know it's okay, I get it. They're stressed. They're being chased by monsters.
But it's and here's and they've girl bossed her too close to the sun.
Yeah.
She's 86 pounds and she's always the one handling the heavy guns. And it's just stop. Just stop. We're done with this. We've all decided that this is dumb. So let's just stop with it. And,
Never. They have to just do it more.
And okay, I can get like, let's give her a shotgun, the 75-pound shotgun. She's going to be fine. Let's put her in the danger of the monster biting her head off.
Right.
None of these
Nancy's got it.
none of these men would ever step up in real life. Let's put women on the front lines. Why don't we put pregnant women on the front lines? If we're going to do it, it's just so stupid. Anyways, so that bothers me. But then what bothers me even more is like, she's just a jerk to everyone trying to help with this plan.
Yeah.
And it's like, who's like this?
Right.
And then I got thinking about like the writers that are writing this. I'm like, are these what your friends are like?
Or is this what you think humor, or is this what's engaging? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand
it's just like
the concept
everyone's
there.
Miserable. Everyone's mean. And so it just, I don't know. It was just frustrating me to all get out.
Yeah.
And yeah, anyways, back to this movie. So John and Kim recommend this movie. We decided to watch it for our family movie.
Yeah.
And if you read about it, this is always when I like find that, I'm probably going to enjoy this movie. All the complaints about it were like,
the reviews.
The reviews were like, it makes light of someone with ADHD or food allergies or whatever, all this kind of stuff. And it was like, oh, it's like just a normal comedy. Like it's just they're telling jokes about things that they're making light of things that are can be funny at times. And so it was like it's the basic premise is this kid wants a Nintendo. And he goes through all these hoops and ladders, hoops and things to try to get it around Christmas time. The main kid actor is really good. He's really good. He's really well acted.
He's in.
And then Steve Zahn plays his dad. And Steve Zahn is an incredibly he's funny actor and very talented.
Yes.
And he plays like this Midwestern dad that just is like kind of ornery and complainy and just like says all the dad things that like you just have heard. You've heard your dad say.
Yeah.
I'm sure my kids will watch this in 25 years and be like, my dad was like that sometimes. It's just so perfect. But anyways, the story, I'll try not to give anything away because I think it's worth watching. But the end of the movie has this really fun, like heartwarming message that you didn't see coming. Kind of surprises you. It sneaks up on you.
Yes.
Like really sneaks up on you.
Like a really good well-written movie would.
Yeah. Just like, oh, wow, that's kind of a twist that I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
And it basically like the story is told like the main kid is telling the story to his daughter.
Right. Neil Patrick Harris is the grown-up version of the kid, and he's narrating the story to his daughter.
And so you have this moment at the end where he like kind of reveals the twist, and it kind of leads you to this question, which I just wrote about in a newsletter I just sent out yesterday. Is just like, what are the things that you're going to connect with your kids over their lives? Mm-hmm. Like, what is your thing? What is the thing that you do with your parent that can continue until you're like through all ages? Mm-hmm. And I've wrestled with this question quite a bit because, I'll be honest, like the thing my dad and I connected over was playing sports. Like he was my coach and I was the athlete. And we did sports together. Well, now I'm an adult. I don't play sports anymore. And my dad doesn't coach me anymore. And I'm not saying that my dad and I don't connect over things.
Right.
But I don't feel like we have our thing.
Right.
Like the closest that I actually gave him a recommendation to watch this zombie show because we do like zombie movies and zombie shows. But it's like, I don't know if we watch them together. We just talk about them. So like, that could have maybe been our thing that like, oh, every time a zombie show comes out, we get together, we watch it, we get food, we get snacks that are unhealthy for us, like whatever. Like that would have been awesome. I'm all in on that idea. Dad, if you want to do it for season 2, it's coming soon. But the movie kind of just pointed to that and hinted at that. And so this is something that I think as parents, we need to actively be thinking about now, especially like June being 10 on the verge of 11. Like she's establishing what her things are and her personality is and her identity is and all this kind of stuff. And so it's like, okay, what is something that I can do with her that can start at 10 or 11 and honestly continue until maybe her kids are 10 or 11?
Yeah.
And I
And
think,
I think continue and adapt.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
what we're not saying like, oh, pick your thing.
Yeah.
You have pancakes on Saturdays for all of time. And
Right.
then your kids are grown-ups and they're like, this doesn't really work for us anymore.
Yeah.
There are caveats
Right.
with paying attention to your kids
Yeah.
and
I
how
do,
the relationship grows and changes.
yeah, I do think an easy, and we'll go over some ideas, like unless you want to go into any of the,
No, it's fine. I mean, we don't need to get, we're already 45 minutes
Okay.
in. We don't need to get too
sciencey.
sciencey.
Yeah, science.
Yeah. Oh, see, by the time okay, science, where's that? Oh, I also am so confused on the
Science, yeah.
all the Naughty Nation buttons too.
The Naughty Nation, I think, only has one. That's, I think, all of Naughty Nation, and then I think it starts back over.
No,
or does Naughty Nation
now
has two?
has two.
And then
Because-
hit it again,
Why did you drop out of Yale?
and then hit
Okay.
it again, and that's the beginning.
Oh, I can cycle through. I
Yeah.
kept going backwards.
Yeah, no, and then next
I can
one
go
is
all the way around.
next one. Give me a monster voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is my monster voice.
Okay, I
Okay.
think you got to turn it off.
Still?
Yeah,
Even
it's
though I
still-
switched things?
yeah, it's still
Sorry,
on.
everybody.
Anyway, so some of my ideas, and again, I don't think we need to overcomplicate it. I do think that sports is one of those trap ideas, because there does come a time, like you played sports with your parents,
Yeah. My mom was even coached for a while.
but as an adult, do you
Right.
play sports?
No. But also, I feel grateful now looking back that was never turned into our thing.
Right.
It was done and it was there and it was
Yeah.
great.
Like,
You know, she coached track when I did it and then
Right.
she coached with my brother, but it was never like, this is our thing.
right.
And it wasn't phrased like that. It wasn't talked about
Right.
like that. It wasn't,
And again, I think people think I'm like, I played all the sports. I love sports. I think sports are great.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if we're going to use them as like a connecting point to our kids, we are kind of setting an expiration date on that connecting point. Because eventually, unless your kid becomes a superstar athlete, which is less than one half of a half percent, then that connection is going to end.
Yeah.
Now, I think the caveat within the sports world is like connecting over a sports team
right.
that you love. For example, Kill Leader Eric had to leave our gambling den early because he watches every Steelers game with his dad,
And they get food.
and they get food. And so that can become a thing. I think, so that's just my like one thing about sports. Again, I don't think it's a bad thing to connect over sports,
Right.
but I think that putting all your eggs in that basket is kind of a slippery slope because eventually it will come to an end. Unless that sport is like tennis or pickleball or
Something that sort of
that's more
transcends, like, high school
recreational.
teams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like me
Yeah.
and my dad aren't going to spend 3 minutes wrestling
Right.
at Thanksgiving.
Right.
But if we had played pickleball our whole lives, we could still be doing that today.
Yeah.
And dominating.
Yeah.
And so that's just my like one little.
Yeah. It's almost like if you desire for a category to stretch a long span of time, you sort of have to zoom out
Yeah.
and consider the whole thing. Because like I have some family members who are super, like some cousins and her kids, they're very talented in the theater world.
Right.
So the mom grew up doing theater as a kid. Now her kids do it, but they do so much more than that. They've
Right.
learned to literally make these incredibly beautiful costumes.
Right.
They zoomed out, right? So they'll go see Wicked in the theaters and bond over that.
Yeah.
And then they'll do all these, it's just all of theater, not
Right.
like you do musicals and
Right.
I sit in the front row. Like,
Right,
you know
'cause
what I
eventually
mean?
that could-
Because
that
it's like,
could
well,
come to
she's
an
not going
end.
to do that the
Yeah.
moment she graduates, but like
Right.
they've zoomed out and it's very much
Yeah.
part of their family culture. And I think they really do bond over it.
Yeah.
And they find all these different ways, whether it's stage crew or this or that. And it just feels more well-rounded as
One-
something that could continue.
Yeah, one that's super easy that anyone can do is food.
Yeah.
Like bonding over food, whether like, let's say one, you can teach your kids how to cook, you can cook together, you can bake together. That's one. But like,
Yeah.
even if you're not good at that, which like, I don't do that kind of stuff with my kids, like we've established that like dad gets donuts with daughters. Like that's just our thing.
Dad gets donuts with the
Dad,
daughters.
hey, welcome to Dad's Donut Shop.
What was my-
name's
Remember when Daisy would only let me brush her teeth if I was my character?
Tanya.
Oh, Tanya.
Hey, welcome to Tanya's Donuts. Go nuts for our donuts. Anyways, and so like food is a really easy one because
Yeah.
food, you obviously need to eat the rest of your life. And it can be more of like an exploratory thing. Like we always go to a pizza shop together. We're always trying to find the best pizza. That is a lifelong journey.
Right.
And so that's one that can be really easy. And then once your kids start having kids, they can then pull them into it, and it becomes this generational thing of like, oh, grandpa always takes us to pizza shops, and we always try to, we always rate them or whatever. Like, again, it doesn't need to be this like groundbreaking. You don't need a binder for it or, a special scorecard, although people will probably be into that.
I also feel like the way you talk about it, the way you frame it, not manipulate it, but frame it, and your posture towards it really matters. Because if we continue to talk to our girls about how fun this donut thing is for our family, specifically for you, in a way that is lighthearted and enjoyable, and we are sort of asking them to even see the meaning in it now, even when they're little. Then when they're bigger, I don't know, let's say they don't like donuts anymore or whatever could happen. It has the ability to sort of grow.
All right. What else are we looking for?
What else could we do this with versus like, we never talked about it. It's just something dad did.
Right.
And now I'm an adult and I don't want this or whatever. And I feel like I can't say anything because it will break his heart.
Right.
And that's where I think the conversation early on of like, hey, let's try this, or what do you think about that, or whatever, because using the donuts is so sweet. Cause I'm like, if we talk about it now, which we do, and we can continue to, then the girls have their first kid. And when you bring donuts to the hospital, which will make me cry, like it means so much more, right? Whether they eat them or not, doesn't really matter. It's not the point. Yeah. It's this like tie, that's this tethering and this connecting point
generationally
that they know what it means and they see it for that, whether they eat them or not.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, I think zooming out is a really good way to put it. Because I don't think we often, especially as parents of kids or multiple kids, we're so in the moment that we're like, oh, we're connecting with our kid over this thing. This is great. This is our thing. And
it feels easy to make the decision once and it's like, oh, we found it. Oh, we love doing puzzles or whatever.
Yeah, like Genie's is definitely art and creativity and stuff like that. And so,
but that's the zoom out. We make things together. That can withstand
and I think
years and years.
I think something that was hard for me as a kid, and again, my parents listen to this podcast. They know that I absolutely adore them and love them and think that they did an incredible job raising their third kid. Others, we'll see. Jury's still out. Jury's still out on those other ones.
What's that phrase? Something's still out.
But I think because my dad is so like practical, all of his connection points were like, hey, let's change the oil together, or like, let's work on this garden that I've made. And like, did I do that stuff with him? Yeah. Did I dread every single second of it? Most likely. Was I enjoyable to be around while doing it? Probably not. That's probably not.
Yeah.
Probably more enjoyable than my other siblings. But
way more charming.
But I would have loved maybe to like have him step into my world, like zoomed out on my world. Like, okay, TJ is a 7. He's fun loving. He likes entertainment or, fun. Like, what if we went to the movies together and that was our thing? Or what if we went to the arcade every now and then and that was our thing? Because we could still go to the arcade now, And he stepped into my world sometimes. He played some video games and things like that. I'm not saying that he didn't, but...
Well, walk in love is a huge way your parents have stepped into your world. Yes, 100%.
Yes, they come to every pop-up shop and they show up big time. And so... Yeah, but it's this element, and it's not like I don't look back and be like, oh, I wish they would have done this or that. I look now and long
for something to maybe carried through.
Yeah,
more. Yes,
and so that's when I watch. And so, Dad, whatever you want to do, I'm in.
Yeah,
that's how I feel, and I could cry thinking about it.
Yeah,
and so when that end of that movie hit, that's what I felt was like, man, that is so cool. What is I thought of it because of my age. I can think of it in
middle. We're in the midlife squeeze, right?
Yes.
So you went upstream and downstream in your thoughts. Yeah.
And there's part of me, and this would be my encouragement to like my dad or parents in that age that listen, is like us right now are so in the thick of it.
Right. 40.
We're worried about our finances. We're worried about our kids. Some of them they need braces. What about the rooms? Are we eating enough protein? Do we walk enough? How's the gym? I need to clean out the garage. We got too much cardboard in there. We got to do school. whatever the thing is.
The amount of my brain that is occupied by cardboard
Yeah.
is
Also,
insane.
Total side note, a parenting hack for you guys this Christmas is every box that you get, like Amazon or whatever, shipping.
Yeah.
Once you empty it, just use a little painter's tape, tape it back shut.
Yeah.
And just like pile these boxes in a playroom.
Yeah.
Our kids cannot stop playing with just like
they've got all these games with these boxes. And I'm like, great, you get all that out now.
Yes.
And then when your real presents get unwrapped, we'll just swap them out. Actually, though, we'll probably just keep both.
Yeah.
But
anyways, and so my encouragement to like maybe the older generation, the boomers who have kids that are our age is like, I think most of your kids are longing for some sort of connection point, some sort of like relationship that transcends the high school sports era.
Right.
But they're too exhausted to take that effort.
We are? They are?
We are too exhausted.
In the middle, yeah.
And you feel like they're too busy for you to insert yourself. And I would love to squash
I'd say 98%
that
of
lie.
that's not true.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's a lie. I think that's a lie from the devil that's trying to keep generations apart from each other.
Yeah.
Now, maybe some of your kids aren't interested in it, but I would say most of them, like if my dad called me today and was like, hey, do you want to go to the movies? I would probably change all of my plans to make that happen.
Yeah. Right.
And I think you would feel the same about your mom.
Going to the movies?
Yeah.
I would be surprised. Well, first I'd be like, movies? Why? Like, I'd be surprised. What do you want to see so bad?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll come.
But I just think...
Yeah. But that's more because that's your thing than mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever your thing
No, I
is.
know.
If you want to go thrifting or something like that.
Yeah. I'd say, TJ, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I'd say be back by 4:00 because I got to leave at 5. And so, yeah, that's kind of how I've just like, that movie hit me hard. Like I was borderline almost ugly crying
Yeah.
in the corner of the couch. Also farting because I had just
Okay,
seen
so we have something, right. So we always do a fun dessert
Yeah.
for family dinner for Shabbat.
Yeah.
And, we've been doing this now, Daisy's already 4.
5 years, 6 years.
6 years or something. And so it's like, we're a little Rice Krispied out.
Time out.
Which
Shabbat,
is an insane thing to say.
Shabbat is a great our thing.
Oh, 100%.
That is,
For
and
our
that's
family,
why,
that is
yeah,
our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, Daisy this morning, I came downstairs and she goes, family dinner, family movie night, and we're like, today is Thursday. Wait, what world are you living in? Like, no. She's like, oh, okay. I'm like, sorry, girl. Anyway, the roof of my mouth can only handle so much Rice Krispies.
Yeah, we went
back to back to
we've
back.
gone through seasons.
Right. And
we
then
did
it's like,
a
all we
season.
want is cookies. And then we did a long season of ice cream sundaes.
Yep.
But eventually you're just like, I want anything else.
Yeah.
So in the last year, we've invented Candy Table.
Yeah.
which is
not cheap.
It is not cheap when you're buying clean candy. So $78 later at Target. Actually, that's only if you buy chips
if
with
my
it.
bonus bets hit.
Hey, we're going to get all the Joyride we want.
Hey, if Joyride wants to sponsor this episode or any episode.
We need Candy Table and we need it now.
Let me pause out. Ryan, our family has been, dear Ryan, our family has been consuming Joyride since day one. We've even made videos about it. We've gone to the opening weekends and the record-breaking things. If you are looking to sponsor one podcast.
A very small, but not
too small,
not too
but
small.
bigger than we thought, podcast.
Very unknown on our metrics. Sorry
we
about
would like
that.
to submit this official application. Ryan Trahan of Joyride, please sponsor our podcast. Thank you. Good
Remember
night.
yesterday a couple days ago, when I was like, he just seems like the most genuine guy. I really hope it's doing well.
Yeah. Brooke's thinking about his.
Yeah, I wonder what his parents do.
Okay.
So real.
So Candy Table.
Anyway, now we have Candy Table, which is just, we just buy lots of different candies and
Put
we
them in
dump them all
bowls.
in different bowls and it's on the coffee table. So the coffee table is just kind of full of bowls of candy. And that is the dessert some nights. And it's fun. It's a little pricey, but it's fun.
Joyride and some of that cleaner candy.
It's very like fiber friendly.
So I'm sitting in the corner.
I laugh every time I read the back that it says there are 3 servings and they put it in all caps in this bag. Please enjoy responsibly.
Yeah. So I'm sitting in
eating
the corner.
multiple bags is not advised.
Watching 8-Bit Christmas, crying, thinking about my dad and our relationship moving forward, thinking about all my girls and our relationship moving forward. I'm crying and farting in the corner.
And meanwhile, your stomach is a gurgly mess of
I regret nothing. But anyways, I just think it's like I think it's just something to think about, for your kids. I know most of our audience that listens is our age. Or younger. But for those, we do have a few
We do. I know we do because they've responded to emails.
older customers, older listeners, older clenchers. And so, that would be my encouragement to them on that side of the thing, on that side of the midlife squeeze of just like, hey, I think your kids are probably longing for a relationship more than you think. And you're not being a burden by pursuing that. You're actually going to bless them in a way that I don't even think you fully realize.
And that's where I think, speaking to you and I now, that the conversations and the language to talk about it now, so that someday when June is head down in a career or a whatever, or all these kids or whatever, and I'm like, hey, I'd love to try to find a time for you and I. She's not like, oh, can't you see that I'm overwhelmed?
Yeah. But
it was really good.
It was
a really sweet movie.
It will definitely be a year.
We laughed quite a few times.
Steve
Even
Zahn
June
as
laughed.
a Midwest dad is like just top notch. All right. Well,
what was his line? He was like, pay taxes, talk to our neighbors. Do you think I want to do those things?
No, but we have to.
What
are we at? 101? Okay, cool. I think that's all we got for today. Are we doing a bonus episode this week?
I don't know. Don't state that based on today's episode.
I don't think we are. I don't think we have enough time.
Yeah.
But we do have one that just came out last week or the week before.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you become a member at walkandlove.supercast.com. I'm telling you again, 2026, it's going to be our best year of podcasts ever.
I love
that. I think that's it. Tea of the week, sweatshirt, surprise sweatshirt. Only got 2 more weeks left of selling Walk and Love stuff. So if you want to buy one, now would be the time. Now would be the time. Literally now is the time. Oh yeah. The last thing about the shirts is I'm now adding, like, again, whenever we do a collection, we always overprint to handle with, like, sometimes we got misprints or whatever. Once everything's done, we always have like 20-ish extras of each design. The sizing is random, but that stuff is now in the shop. I've slowly started to add that stuff back in the shop. So if there's something from like the last collection or a tea of the week that you're like, oh, I forgot about that. Like there is a chance, that it's still there. But when those are gone, then it's really, really gone forever. Mm-hmm. That's all we got for you. Are you ready for the song?
I think I am.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for making us a part of your week. Okay. Wait, hold on. Thank you for listening. Thank you for making us a part of your week. Okay, I love you.
Bye-bye.